buenos dias. Welcome to the Two Tone Podcast. My name is Jaylen Kale, and alongside me, as always, what? Oh, hold up. Oh my! Oh, what is going on here? Okay, hold up. Oh, the is that Theo Kale? Dong, dong, dong. All right, that was weird, but anyways, my name is Jaylen Kale. Alongside me, as always,
Be okay?
how you doing this week, kid?
Well, I'm doing.
All right, so seeing as this episode is going to come out on Halloween, I made Theo dress up in a little Halloween costume. You know, I got my Dora the Explorer costume on. You know, don't want to flex on y'all, bitch. But if I had hair like this, I would be, y'all. I would be so fucking annoying if I had hair like this, bro. But I'm about to say my fiance was like, I want to be Boots and Dora for Halloween, and I was like, all right, so I definitely can't be Boots. That's a little on the nose if you know, you know. But so I got stuck as being Dora. So here we are. What's your costume, T?
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker, bro. The Undertaker was honestly like one of my favorite characters. Well, I don't even want to say characters, but like favorite wrestlers growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. The other day I was watching. What is it on Peacock? They have like all the old pay-per-views and stuff. They have them cataloged, like backlogged in there.
Yeah.
And so me and Sam were just like, I want to watch something that's not gonna like take too much brain power to focus on, but you know, kind of has a story. So we're like, you know, throw on some old WWE. And I was like, have you ever seen Jeff Hardy from back in the day? And she was like, no, but I kind of want to watch like something that happened over COVID, because like COVID ended and then we kind of like got into WWE more, so we didn't really see the transition. And so we were watching one of the matches, and I didn't realize Jeff Hardy was in the WWE in like 2014.
Yeah.
That was crazy. He was in a ladder match with who was Sami Zayn and I forget who else it was, but Sami Zayn ended
2014.
I don't remember exactly what year it was, but it was like it was over. Was it COVID? I don't remember. I just said COVID and then 2014. Yeah, I just realized what I did. That's fried. But I don't remember. It was from like a more recent one than I thought, because I thought he had left the WWE like a long, long time ago, but apparently he was still in the ring. And
he left and then came back and then left again. So.
I'm about to say there's so many superstars that'll leave and then come back and then leave, and like Edge, you know.
Yeah.
And that was he now in AEW, right?
Yeah.
That's a whole nother can of worms we could get into. You know, just like the transition between the WWE and AEW. One feels kind of like a family friendly kind of brand, and the other's almost geared more towards like the kids that grew up on WWE. And it's just more. I feel like AEW is what WWE used to be like. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have his fucking hair in my eye this whole fucking episode. Oh Lord. Shouts out to y'all that have long hair, because I couldn't do this shit. But anyways.
Proceeds to twist.
That'd be fun. Bro, if I'm telling y'all, that's why I can't have long hair, bro. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Anyways, we're gonna keep it sweet and simple today. Just go over the album and the movie that we chose. But yeah, it's gonna be a little chill Halloween episode. So let's get on into it. Hit subscribe, share, please. Thank you. I got a wig on, dog. Come on, hit subscribe, bro. I'm gonna sit here for 42 minutes with this wig on my head. If you don't subscribe to that, I don't know what else I could do to make you subscribe, bro. But thank you. All right, welcome back to the Two Tone Podcast. As we said before, my name is Jaylen Kale. I'm a musician. You can check out my EP I dropped a few months ago. It's called Unfuckswittable. And scrolling at the bottom there, you can see my linktree.com/JAK Productions. That'll take you to my social medias and music on Apple and Spotify and YouTube as well. Hit him with your little spiel before we get into it, T.
Name's Theo. I make movies. I'm aspiring to be a director in the big time someday. You can check out my films at Glasshouse Films 8 on YouTube, and if you'd like to contact me in any way about helping with anything, you can contact me at Glasshouse Films 8 on Instagram.
Hell yeah. All right, so this week, Jesus Christ. All right, so this week for let's just hop right on into it. Film of the week. What'd you choose for the film of the week, T?
ParaNorman.
Hell yeah. I'd honestly never seen ParaNorman before you before you chose it as the film of the week, but I ended up watching it the other day while I was at work, and it's quite the interesting movie. I had a couple of thoughts about it. In Claymation, I feel like oftentimes there's a lot of corners cut with like expressions and like the really minute details. Like there's one scene, I couldn't tell you exactly what happened in the scene, but there's one scene where like this lady gets hit in the face, and like her whole face just like wobbles,
Yeah.
And I just found it really interesting the amount of detail that they could put into the claymation. I never really seen claymation done that well.
You can thank Leica for that one.
Who or what is that?
Leica's the production company that made ParaNorman, but they also made like Caroline and what other ones? Box Trolls and
Okay.
stuff like that.
Oh,
All the like stop motion animation films
right.
come out of Leica.
It definitely has like a feel where it's like it's like bordering the line between like I could do something that looks like this, and this is done too well for me to be able to recreate,
Yeah.
just like the shapes that they use in the movie are very distinct. They each character has a very distinct look to them. They all That's also another thing in the movie that I enjoyed. There's not really. I feel like oftentimes in movies, there's, especially with animation, you tend to have sort of like a style of character that you go for.
Yeah.
Like in animes, all your characters are going to relatively be around the same height. They're going to be like the same aesthetic. But in the show, it was like each character has their own like physical attributes, and I just found it really interesting the way that they chose to model the characters and the scenes, and it also has a lot of like what's it called? Like how Tim Burton does like the weird entryways into buildings and shit. I don't know exactly what it's called, but
aesthetic.
yeah, like the perspectives of things, like some of the cars are like really wonky, like almost Dr. Seuss looking kind of deal.
I would love to make a stop motion animation film, but I feel like it would be hella hard to do, especially just starting out as like a director and filmmaker. Like, you don't really have the materials and time to like do all that stuff.
I'm about to say, not even only like like coming up with the story and designs of the characters, you got to actually, get into it and either hope and pray that your model doesn't dry out overnight if you need to shoot the next day, or
Yeah.
have multiple models that you could make easily. I don't know. It's definitely one of those things that it's going to take a long ass time if it's something you really want to do.
With like all those big stop motion animation films, they don't use claymation. They use stop motion puppetry, which is like what is it called? It has like an armature inside that you can move
Oh, it's like
around.
a wire inside the.
Kind of, but they make like special kits for it and stuff, and then they like put, then they like build it out with like fabrics and stuff like that, and then
Interesting.
they use like either plastic or like latex movable something for like the faces and hands and stuff.
I'm gonna say, you were telling me the other day, like they in some claymation they have it to where they can like remove essentially like below the nose and then around the mouth, so they can show different
Yeah.
expressions for different vowel shapes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was really interesting too.
I don't know if you've seen the new Pinocchio by
Uh-uh.
with like the wooden Pinocchio.
I ain't seen Pinocchio since the original one.
But they came out with a stop motion one, and in that one, they used latex faces that they could like move and stuff, so they didn't have to do swap out faces, and so they could just like move the face with like
Right.
a very fine needle or something, and then they could take a picture or do whatever.
I honestly wonder how many frames per second, like a stop motion or a claymation, like would actually be.
Uh, Probably just like a regular movie, like if it was
30 frames a second.
yeah.
I'm about to say that would be crazy, honestly. 30 frames a second. You got to think 60 times 30. That's fucking.
I mean, for a
lot.
second, for
I ain't gonna try
for
to do
1
it.
second of film, or for one second of acting in a stop motion, it's like 10 or 15 shots, 10 or 15 pictures for 1 second. So multiply that by like a full story, which is what, 120 pages, which is a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
say
fucking acting.
usually around like an hour and a half is what stop motion tends to be.
Yeah.
An hour and a half to 2 hours. But like, imagine, every hour has 60 minutes, which has 60 seconds. So 10 times 60 times 60.
It's crazy.
That's, a lot of fucking frames you got to take.
Yeah.
I wonder if they just have like the camera hooked up to like a computer, so it just like automatically backs up, or if they just have to, click, click.
I know that a lot of big time like stop motion animation films, they have like multiple people that take pictures for it instead of just having one person.
Right.
Every
I'm gonna say that'd be grueling to be the one guy that has to do all the footage for a stop motion picture.
Yeah. And then you have to do Foley art
Mm-hmm.
too, because and voiceovers and shit like that, and
Right.
it's just
that was another thing that I noticed in the ParaNorman, that there was a lot of Foley, as you were saying. Like the story heavily depends on the Foley and the soundtrack. I feel like that's true for most movies.
But
most of the sound is done in post.
in like normal movies and stuff, they don't really use Foley that often. I mean, you can get away without using Foley,
Right.
whereas in stop motion animation, it'd just be like it would be like one scene with like no Foley, no anything, and it'd just be bland because it'd just be dialogue at that point.
Right. I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna say you were talking about wanting to make a stop motion movie. I feel like it would. Which do you think would take longer, making an anime or making a stop motion? Because they're essentially both like pretty similar things.
Um, I'd probably have to say an anime because you have to draw the background out every single time you take a different picture.
Fair enough.
Whereas in stop motion, it's like just one. Like, say it's a house, you could build a house and then
Right. It's like a little set,
yeah.
so you don't have to. Yeah, I could see an anime would. Yeah, I was thinking a stop motion would take longer, but now that you
But it also
say that,
depends on like if the stop motion has like a lot of outside like um stuff like ParaNorman when he's like walking to school and he's like walking through the neighborhood and you just see like papers drifting away in the wind and like trash getting kicked or whatever.
right?
Like that would take a lot of work because you also have to do the stop motion for the puppet, but you also have to do it for like the paper and
Yeah, I didn't even
all
think
that
about
stuff.
that. Like all the objects that you see are also claymation.
Yeah.
That makes it so much crazier now that I think about it, because there's a lot of extra shit as you were talking about in ParaNorman that they had to animate,
Yeah.
especially like doing it in sync with the story, like with actual characters and stuff.
What I think would be the hardest part about about stop motion animation would be like clothing, like when you're walking and the clothes are moving, like ruffling.
Yeah, because
Stuff.
you don't want them to be stiff, because then it would just look like bro's just like a Roblox character, just
Yeah.
and his clothes don't move at all. Yeah, you really got to think about it all when you're making a step by step,
Yeah.
stop motion picture.
Yeah.
It would definitely be quite the undertaking. But I feel like it would definitely have to be a story that you're like really, really driven about, that you're like, this is getting made no matter what.
Definitely.
Imagine you spend like 6 months on a stop motion picture and then you're just like, I don't even like it.
Imagine you're working on a stop motion animation film and some dickhead just walks in and fucks everything up.
That's how murders happen.
I'd kill somebody.
I'm about to say I would not be happy about it in the slightest.
That's why I feel like a lot of filmmakers are so protective about the stuff that they have.
I mean, it makes sense. It's like how they make their living and shit. But did I have anything else on?
Like
Oh,
that freaking video that I don't know if I showed you, but there's a guy that got his he was like a street performer and he was performing and this black lady walked up and fucked with his
oh yeah, hit his keyboard and then it like fell on the ground and shit and broke it.
yeah, and then she
Yeah.
stole his money.
Yeah, they came back and stole his money, bro. You showed me that clip and I was like, that just made me mad as fuck, bro. Don't show me this kind of shit. Now I'm pissed off. This fucking lady comes up and she, there's this street performer and he's on his last song of the night. And she comes up and just like start, bing, ding, ding, bing, ding, 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 like, a fucking cat on a keyboard. That's fried as fuck. I just realized there's still a tag on the, just in case I need to
Just in case I need to
take it back. Oh, it ain't getting returned after this. But what was I talking? Oh yeah, the chick though with the keyboard. But yeah, she came up and just starts fucking pounding on his keyboard while he's in the middle of the song. And, that enough was like, bitch, are you trying to get fucked up right now? And then she comes back and does it again, and his whole keyboard just falls on the ground. The stand like breaks or whatever, or it falls off the stand. I don't remember exactly what happened, but it hit the ground and it broke. And then she just comes up and takes his little hat or whatever and just runs off with all his money. And I was like, what?
I'd slap a bitch.
I ain't got no fucking faith in humanity after seeing that video.
That's kind of why I'm low-key kind of scared to start filming in public and stuff. Just have people walking by fucking with everything.
I mean, just get you security. I'll be security. I'll wear the wig and everything. Touch the shit, blood. I dare you. But anyways, all right. Last question about ParaNorman. Do you believe in ghosts?
I mean, I wouldn't say I believe that there's ghosts, but I do believe that there's entities that mess with us. Like at work and when shit just randomly falls or turns off or
Oh, the Zost,
yeah.
the Zaxby's ghost. I'm about to say I'm kind of on the fence about ghosts. I feel like they say you can neither create nor destroy energy, right? So when we die,
I mean, that's false. You can create energy.
is that what they say? I don't remember what the fuck they say.
Nukes, those are energy.
Fair enough. You got me.
Electricity, that's energy.
All right. Anyway,
He said, all right. Anyway.
so your soul's got to go somewhere. You gotta.
Yeah.
You can't experience nothing. So I feel like there's.
Or maybe you just experience a really long sleep. That shit would be nice.
Well, how you
just-
gonna?
But you're actually dead. Type shit.
How you gonna wake up? That's when you become a zombie.
Yeah.
Oh hell no! Just keep
And
my
then-
ass dead,
And
bro.
then that's when ParaNorman comes in.
Just keep my ass
I'm
dead,
joking.
bro. But I'm gonna say I'm on the fence about ghosts. I've never had an experience with a ghost, but I've talked to some people that had experience with ghosts, and it seems real for the most part to them. So like, but it's always like I was standing in the kitchen and then something walked across the hallway, and I'm like, you know how many times I think something's there, and I look and it's a paper bag or some shit, or
I
like
mean,
my
I
cat
don't-
just came in the other room and I'm
I've never I wouldn't say I have had an experience with ghosts, but there's been times when I've been home alone and all I hear is just like a creaking of the floor, and I'll like get up to see who's here and there's nobody.
I'm gonna say that kind of
Or
shit.
it sounds like the door's closing or something.
That kind of shit's happened to me at work. Like, I'm gonna say I've never like seen no ghost or like nothing, but I'll be at work and then like the ice machine will run in the corner and I'm like, it'll just like drop all the ice and it's like, and I'm like, what the, who's here? And I'll look around and just say, all right, motherfucker,
But
try and catch me slipping, I'll fuck you up.
I wouldn't say I've had any like contact with a ghost or anything. But there's been times where I've been like, it was a ghost. But that's just me. Like there'll be times when I'm like walking around the house, or like I'll be in my room and I'll hear something and I'll go and look. But then it's like explains itself. Like I'll hear something drop and it's like a pin, and I'm like, not a ghost. It was the pin falling on the ground. Or I'll hear like the door close or something, and I'll walk out and it's the curtain smacking against the box, and I'm like,
there was one time when I was opening the store at work, I came in like half hour early, and I was just sitting there, I was doing my work. I didn't have my headphones in or nothing, oddly enough, and I didn't hear my coworker walk in, and like the back door like slammed shut, so I didn't know how I didn't hear him come in, but they turn around the corner. And I literally thought it was a ghost for a second. I was like, "Holy shit! You scared the actual shit out of me." I ain't even going to lie. I thought the ghost was after me, but it just turned out to be the coworker walking in.
there's been times where I've almost swung on people that did that shit. It's like walk out from a corner. I'm like, do that again. See what happens. Type shit. You know?
To see what fucking happens, but
Like I'll be working and Russell will just come up behind me and just fucking. I'll turn around and I'll be right there. I'm like, God damn it, Russell.
I do that kind of shit all the time. I don't. I'm gonna say it. Apparently, I have really light steps at work. I'll walk around the corner and I'm standing behind somebody, and they turn around. Oh shit! What the? I didn't even know you was there. I was like, I move with the wind, blood.
Fucking, I do that shit to Sophia all the time because she never pays attention to my footsteps or anything, and I'll just walk up. She'll be like, "Where's Theo at?" And I'll be like, "I'm right here," and she'll be like, "How the fuck are you behind me?" I'm like, I've been here for like 10 minutes. What you talking about?
I walk up behind her and be like, "I'm in the ceiling," just some dumb shit or something. But all right, so over on the TV over there, you can see there's 5 claymation, stop motion, whatever you want to call them.
Have you seen the
films.
video of fucking Millie Bobby Brown and the carrot?
No.
She's like, the daddy of the better, and she smiles and she looks like this guy.
Like
fucking hair. Funny.
Like Wallace?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. All right, so, okay, over there, you see, you got a Nightmare Before Christmas, ParaNorman, and was it Coraline in the bottom?
Coraline, yeah.
I've seen Coraline, but it was forever ago. I don't even remember what it's about, honestly. But I feel like those.
What was this one?
I believe it's called Chicken Run, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna say I couldn't tell you honestly, but
What's this? Yeah. What's this?
all right. So I think I know the answer to the question. I was gonna ask which one's your favorite from this collection.
Yeah, probably Jack Skellington.
Yeah, that's what I figured as much. It's been forever since I've seen Wallace and Gromit, but I remember it was fucking hilarious. We have to get the cheese, Gromit.
Fucking, the way he talks is kind of funny.
I'm gonna have to rewatch Wallace and Gromit sometime soon. It's a good time, but anyways,
why is that me and you, Wallace and Gromit?
You're not wrong. You're Gromit. All right. Anyways, onward and upward. That's the last thing I had pertaining to ParaNorman. You got anything else to add?
No,
All right.
not really.
PTO. Onward and upward. The album of the week. All right. So TT the past couple weeks been saying I've been choosing fucking soft ass, sad ass fucking albums. I'm still convinced you don't listen to them, but anyway. So this week, I chose Royal Blood by Royal Blood. So it was their debut album. I want to say 2013, 2014, something like that. I don't remember, but it's their self-titled album, and Royal Blood is just these 2 guys. See if I can't get the picture on the first try. There we go. These 2 guys, the guy on the right side, he's the drummer, and the guy on the left side plays bass and sings. So all their music is just drum and bass, which is really fucking interesting. Just some of the sounds that they're able to get from the bass and the drums in combination.
Are they English?
I couldn't tell you. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I would assume not American, but I've been wrong before. So, it just had me thinking, there's so many 2-member bands. I wouldn't say so many, but there's a few 2-member bands that just make fucking absolute hitters. Like you got Royal Blood. You listened to a little bit of the album before we started the pod. What's your impression of Royal Blood?
I like them.
They definitely have a kind of a style that not too many people are coming out with these days. But most of their popular music is from this album from like back in 2014. But either way, Royal Blood is just some really fucking sick ass bass with heavy distortion, and the drums are really fucking cool in the album too.
Low-key kind of wonder what it sounds like for a bass to play on guitar pedals.
I mean, it would essentially be the same thing. It would just be pitched down an octave because it's on the bass. You can use like guitar pedals for bass, and
like a wah pedal on a bass.
Yeah, you could do it. Like you can put any pedal on any instrument, pretty much. Like I could run a fucking distortion pedal through my piano, and just have distorted piano if I wanted to for some odd reason.
You should try it.
I was thinking about trying to figure out how I could do
Or a wah pedal on
vocals through or distortion through vocals.
or a
I
wah
feel
pedal on your piano.
that could be interesting, kind of like a what's it called? Like a Rhodes or like one of those older.
A whammy bar on a piano.
They make pianos that are like that. It's like a regular piano, and then it's got like this bar that comes out at like a Z almost. You know, you play in your piano, and then you got the little bar, so you're like.
Isn't that basically what a wah pedal is? It's just a
essentially, yeah.
Whammy
It's just
bar.
a whammy bar that you use with your feet.
John has to get the hair out of his face.
Yeah, sorry. But anyways, onward to the other the two people bands that just make absolute fucking hitters. The Black Keys. The Black Keys, I feel like I'm gonna say Day and Hour Back plays guitar, and then
Are they American?
yes, they're from Ohio. I know that for a fact. Yeah, I'm gonna say they grew up together, went to the same school, and I forget how they met up. There's like a whole documentary about how they met and became the Black Keys, but
It's the you and Kyle. But in the future.
hopefully that'd be sick as fuck. Hopefully I can convince bro to try and do some shows while he's back in town. We'll see. I don't know. Anyways, the Black Keys, you got motherfucking the White Stripes, you know. It's a guy and a girl, but
The Black Keys and the White Stripes. Like a piano.
bum bum bum. Conspiracy
Even though neither
unlocked.
of them play piano.
Bum, bum.
Conspiracy? I think not.
Anyways, you got the White Stripes. I forget what the chick's name is, but she plays drums on Seven.
Boom, boom,
Yeah, Seven Nation Army.
boom,
Um,
boom, 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 boom.
going up out of moan.
Boom, 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 boom.
Seven Nation Army couldn't hold me back. All right, that's enough.
You know that wasn't played on a bass, that was played on a guitar.
Yes, I'm aware.
That's crazy.
Also, fun fact: did you know that the song "The Less I Know, the Better" by Tame Impala?
Maybe if I heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was also played on a guitar, not a bass. He used the octave pedal, so it sounded like a bass, but it's played on guitar. Useless fun fact of the day. But anyways, I think that's all that I had for it. But the album art of this album is also sick as fuck. It's like black and gray tattoo almost. Really intricate kind of design. I like it a lot. But anyways, yeah, I ain't really got nothing else. These podcasts are just getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. I'm sorry, y'all.
Next thing you know, we're just gonna be like, it's Jaylen
And welcome to the Two Tone
Theo, and
Podcast. And movie of the week is Forrest Gump. Album of the week is
Forrest
Aqua.
Gump soundtrack.
Aqua. It's the band that made the Barbie Girl song.
And then we just ended there.
And this has been the Two Tone Podcast. That'd be fucking fried. You got anything else you want to talk about, TT? Any hot topics you want to let the people know about? Oh, we didn't even talk about what we're doing. What you got in the works? You've been working on this new script for a little while now. Tell me a little bit about it.
That's my toe.
Well, what you gonna do that for?
I don't know, 'cause I'm stupid.
Thanks.
You
Anyways,
didn't have to call me out like that.
I mean, you said it. What you got going on? What you working on so far?
I'm working on Spoof Diff and Kush. I think I'm getting closer to being done with it on the script. It's getting
Hell
a
yeah.
little long.
How many pages is it so far?
11, 12. right now.
That's not terrible.
But because I don't know if I want it to be a feature or if I wanted it to be a short.
I feel like it should definitely be a short. I feel like it should be like a 1 day movie where like it happens relatively like in the morning. Like maybe they all like ditch school or some shit. And then the whole story happens, and then by the end of the day you get to the beginning. I'm gonna say it's definitely one of those ones that could go either way. It could be a whole like week long story where they're hiding out from whoever or whatever. But I feel like right now it should just be a short. I feel like you should get something else under your belt before you start worrying about writing a feature.
I mean, like I didn't even plan it to be a feature.
Well, I know that. I
It
was
just
just
happens to be
right.
able to be a feature.
I get that, but
Um,
I feel like there's definitely more experience that you could gain from doing other shorts,
yeah.
and even and like who's not to say like if you make it a short, then you can expand on it in a feature. You know, like
True.
spiff diff. Like
Spiff Diff and Kush Part 2.
it's just spiff and diff. You know,
Spiff Diff
Kush
and
went to
D's,
college.
Spiff Diff and D's nuts.
All right, I'm fucking done with you.
It's gonna be the next one.
I'm fucking done with you.
I'm joking. All right. But yeah, I've been working on Spiff Diff and Kush. I don't. Other than that, I haven't really been doing anything because I've had way too much on my plate the past
I'm gonna
couple
say
of weeks. So
you've been busy the past couple weeks helping that one kid with his short film.
yeah.
Did you guys wrap up on it, or you still got more to go?
We wrapped on it. He said that it's possibly gonna come out in like June next year.
Okay,
I don't know. I don't remember exactly what he said though.
fair enough.
But yeah. Two of the people that I met on that set I talked to them about Spiff Diff and Kush, and they would be down to help. I talked to the DP from that guy's set and the sound audio person, and that's the two people I talked to were the DP and the sound person, and they both said that they would be down to help.
Hell yeah.
With it. But yeah.
With the Spiff Diff and Kush?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But
whatever happened to fucking what was it called? Unknown? That you were writing?
Unknown.
The Oppenheimer-esque one?
Oh. I decided that put that on the back burner also.
Fair enough. Fair
with
enough.
Necronomicon.
Right.
Because I just you gave me the thought of it's too much like Oppenheimer, and I worked it out to be less like Oppenheimer, and but there's still some things I could do to fix it, and
It's just kind of like one of those things where you've just been looking at it for too long and
yeah,
don't really know where else to go with it. I mean, it's fair enough. It happens.
and I gave the audio person and the DP from the guy's set a list of what films they think it would be, or what films they would be okay helping with out of the ones that I've been working on, and they chose Spiff Diff and Kush. So
it seems like the one that everybody has the most excitement towards, and or at the moment.
yeah, definitely.
I must say, I definitely feel like you really got something good cooking with Spiff Diff and Kush. I like the story a lot. I like the.
Have you read the new script that I sent
I
you?
haven't yet. I haven't had a second to, but
There's some at the end. I feel like there's some stuff that could be fixed, but we can talk about that later.
Right. I'm gonna say, always if you want help writing, I'm gonna say just let me know.
They both, the DP guy and the audio person both said that they could help with, like script overviews or something.
Like proofreading it.
Yeah, proofreading and stuff like
Right.
that.
I'm gonna say it always helps to get as many eyes as you can
Yeah.
when proofreading and editing and figuring out what people gravitate towards in the story and
Yeah,
avenues that you could explore more and shit.
definitely.
But all right, we're at about 40 minutes. I feel like that's all right for a podcast. But I told you I was gonna be short and sweet to the point. So, if you are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, please. It is a free way to show us you appreciate what we're doing out here. If you're still listening to this podcast 40 minutes into this fucking nonsense and you're not subscribed, subscribe for a while. But as we said in the beginning, my name is Jaylen Kell. Linktree.com/JAK Productions. It'll take you to all my music on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube, my social medias as well. And the Feeling Generous tab goes to the production value of the podcast, like being able to repaint the set. You got anything to leave the people off on, T?
Be safe. Don't be doing stupid shit. Check your kids' candies before they eat it.
Very true.
If somebody gives you a fucking ball of goddamn motherfucking
Popcorn ball?
a fucking popcorn ball, throw it at their head.
Bro, if you're still handing out popcorn balls in 2023, just know we all fucking hate you, okay? If you're giving
So
out toothbrushes at Halloween or mints or motherfucking spare change, just know we hate you, okay?
So true.
But thank you for listening to the podcast if you are. Anyways, we love y'all. Have a happy and safe Halloween if you catch the episode on the day it comes out. But yeah, that's all we got for you. Thank you for watching the Two Tone Podcast. Yeah, you thought I was gone. I'm still here, motherfucker. Hit that subscribe button. Come on, bro. Please, bro. You dead ass just watched me for 42 minutes with this wig on my head, bro. I mean, what else do I have to do? Honestly. Tell me, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll box Logan Paul. Right now. Link it up. Who want these hands? All right, Joe. Thank you. Be safe.